Hey everyone, how is everyone today? Good, I hope. I hope everyone's having a wonderful Thursday. Wait for a couple people to come on. Let me get some of my brushes here. I hope everyone's staying warm. It is so cold out. My grandkids live in New York who are off of school for a snow day. And I guess Michelle with Crafty Ma'am, her kids are home on a snow day today as well. I talked to my daughter and it's still snowing there since last night. So she was able to stay home with the kids though. So that's a good thing. And I guess she's making soup. I love soup. I wish my husband liked soup more, but he doesn't. So today, here's a bead, a nonpareil. When you come on, say hello. Yesterday I sold the Interchangeable umbrella base. And today I am going to make the Valentine's insert for it. And then there is a St. Patrick's Day insert as well. Right here. It goes like that. There's a St. Patrick's Day. Hey Sam, how are ya? How are you doing, girlfriend? I'm doing an insert for the umbrella. I love this umbrella. So I'm going to do the Valentine's Day one, and then there is a St. Patrick's Day one as well. Weather is crazy here, so I just got hopefully I'm not freezing. I just got a warning, so it probably froze up a little bit there, but hopefully we can get through. Hey Holly, how are you? So I'm going to do the white first. Now the white, these come off, it's a 2-layer. The white I'm going to do for the XOXO. Thank you, Sam. I like it too. I know you like it. You keep saying you like that one. And there's so many different inserts for it. Janine made one, but I think she made her umbrella a different color. I like the red though. So I am going to do the Valentine's Day insert today. Hi Janine, how are you? I was just talking about you. What color did you do your umbrella? Busy with the new play. Which play is it now, Sam? What are you doing? So now with the white, you have to be careful around the scalloped edging here. So I am going to be careful there because your other inside heart, you're gonna see it. But then this one that goes next to it kind of goes up to the scalloped edging. But on the opposite side here, it's okay if you go over a little bit because then you've got these that overlap it. But you do want to be careful with your scalloped edging here and your heart here. You did a blue one. You did 3 of them? You did a blue one, a green one, and a black one? I was going back and forth between blue and black. So I guess you did one of each. Which play are you doing now, Sam? So I'm going to do white for the XOXO. You just got back from grocery shopping. Did you get anything good, Holly? The Bunko Squad, a comedy about 8 women that get together once a month to play Bunko. That is pretty cool. That is really neat. So, of course, I like the Deco Art Americana. I use that whenever I can. This is the Snow Titanium White. I really like the white from them. So, I'm going to go paintbrush to get the scalloped edging real close where it has to be next to this other one where it does not overlap. And then I'm going to go down a little bit, just so that when it's in the umbrella, you don't see it. And you can do this bottom part a color as well. And then the back. I'm going to stain the back with the baby white method. You'll be making a... Ooh, are you going to do those live, Sam? The food props live? That's exciting. How was your 31 days of content going, Sam? I seen a couple of them. And then we got your XO. Now it is etched in here, so it is dark. So you don't want too much paint. Your grandkids are coming over for the weekend. Had to buy snacks. Of course they need those snacks, for sure. My grandkids are spoiled. My grandson actually went into a fit, my daughter said, in the middle of a grocery store. Because I buy him the gummy sharks when I'm there, and they would not buy him gummy sharks when he wanted them at the grocery store, and he threw a fit screaming, "Grammy buys me gummy sharks when we're here." Needless to say, he did not get the gummy sharks, but my daughter was not thrilled at all. But grandparents spoil them. How old are your grandkids that are coming over, Holly? That's exciting, Sam. So again, you don't want too much paint on your sponge if you're using a sponge, because you don't want it to go in that etched XOXO. So I'm going to do a couple light coats on that, and then I am going to do 2 coats on the scalloped heart here. And then I am going to cut in with the paintbrush. And you know, grandparents have to spoil their grandkids, of course. My daughter keeps telling my my granddaughter, "This is not the way Grammy was when we were growing up. Grammy was mean when I was small." My granddaughter just doesn't believe it. I do tell her, yeah, I was. It's a lot different when you're the mom. 9 and 6 and they're spoiled. They have to be, right? My granddaughter's 9 that I went over there for the summer with. My grandson is going to be 5. And then I have another grandson that's 3. Another grandson that's 16. They just get too big too fast. It's funny seeing memories come up on Facebook on how little they were and how fast they grow. So my grandson's funny. There's a grocery store called Wegmans there in New York. And when I pick him up from school, it's our little special thing. He knows if Grammy picks him up, we go to Weggies, we call it Weggies. And we get him one of the decorated sugar cookies as well. Same store that he had his fit about his gummy sharks. So, but yeah. And he loves it. Put this on the side. But you gotta spoil them, right? That's what grandparents do. That's what it's all about. So now they're staying with you, Holly? How long do you have them for? Grammys get to be nice, moms don't. Exactly, Sam. Exactly. Mommies have to discipline. For sure. So that one's done. And then we're going to put the... And Janine knows with Danny, you give them the world, you know? But Grammys have to be different when they're moms. But when they're Grammys, they get to spoil them, which is a great thing. So again, when it's etched, lighter is better. But if you get it on there, you can go over it with a fine marker or a real fine paintbrush. Now, I'm going to do the underneath one here in Apple Barrel Light Mocha. And I have this because this is what I use on my gingerbread, but I want it a lighter brown underneath. Then I'm going to use raw sienna on top for the waffle like heart. Aww. How exciting. So now, where do they live compared to where you live? Holly, do they live near you, or do they live in another state, or? I'm looking for a paintbrush I just can't find. Don't you hate that? I guess we'll wipe off this one. So again, this is the Light Mocha by Apple Barrel. I'm dripping it all over the place. But these are the only two colors you really have to be careful with, because these are the only two pieces that really line up together. And just because I'm doing mine these colors, you guys feel free to do any colors you want. I'm not incorporating it, but I really like the light blue, like a teal, like almost blue, robin egg blue, in with the pink for Valentine's Day, but I'm not doing that in here today. But I'm really liking that color combination. Thank you. Oh, that's not too bad, 15 minutes away. 15 minutes isn't too bad. Hey, Debbie. I wish it was only 15 minutes. It's like 14 and a half hours for me right now. Go figure. Glad I had my phone on silent and I didn't have Albert to remind me. I probably froze up on y'all as I was getting the phone call and then the voicemail. Sorry about that. Janine, did you do any inserts for the umbrella yet? And I hope your doctor's appointment went well. I know you couldn't go on live because you were late. Doctor's appointments never seem to take you. But if you're behind or you're running late, they cancel you in a heartbeat and then charge you to boot. It's crazy, isn't it? So there, we've got that. Put this on the side. Now I do cut off the end, so I reuse my sponges. Cut off the very end a little bit so I can reuse my sponges, because they're not cheap, y'all. They're expensive. The outside of this one, I am doing the Folk Art Raw Sienna. At least it didn't knock y'all off when the phone rang. Wish you could put it on a do not disturb like you can do when you're driving. Yeah, it's my internet for some reason. I got a phone call and then it keeps saying unstable Wi-Fi. The weather is terrible here, so I apologize, everyone. Janine, did you do any inserts for your umbrella? inquiring minds want to know. Now, this one here, with a little bit around the edges, the decorative edges, I am doing Folk Art Baby Pink. The other one I will like, if you're doing a brighter pink, would be the Deco Art Americana Bubblegum Pink. But I am going to highlight the edges with the hot pink. So I am just using the Folk Art Baby Pink. Hey Pam, how are you? I saw you got your hair cut the other day. I love it. Your package from last week went out a couple days ago, so you should be getting that shortly. Thank you for your support and your purchase. So again, you don't want too much on the sponge. And tracking is on the PayPal as well, in case you want to track it, Miss P. Thank you. So you don't want too much on the sponge to get into that scoring and etching here as well. But if you do, again, you can get it out with a sharp tool, a toothpick. You can go over it with a marker. You can go over it with a thin paintbrush. So for me, less is better. I don't like going in and fixing much. I end up seeming to make more of a mess when I go in and fix it, so. So that will need a second coat. Let me put a second coat of this raw sienna on. Kitchen Table Creations by, well, welcome, Margaret, welcome. Thank you for joining. My weather's a little crazy, so it starts to freeze in and out, in and out. I keep getting messages that my Wi-Fi's not real good. Gotta love Spectrum, right? I'm glad you're able to join me. We are doing the Interchangeable umbrella, and that is the base that I had done already. So, okay, I think we can do a second coat with this one. Yes, welcome, welcome, Margaret. Thank you for joining. And if you want to see anything I've done in the past, I do try to, there was a while there that was out of the loop for a bit, but, and then they started deleting all these lives that we do after 30 days. But most of my lives are on my YouTube channel, Kim's Gifts and Decor, so you can always catch what I've done there. Or you can reach out, and if you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to help you with anything. So we've got this one here. That looks good. And then I have my red. The red I like is Deco Art Americana True Red. Me and my Deco Art. So I'm going to pick this one up here, put it over here, and then we've got this one here for the red. Another sponge, and you can use markers, you can use paint, whatever you're comfortable with on wood. And this is not MDF, so it does have the wood grain in it, which I like, I prefer. Some people don't, but that's my preference, so I cut all my wood grain in it. I like the way it looks, personally. The unfinished umbrella in the 1/8 inch wood is $8, and then the inserts unfinished are $4.50. Which the combination would be $12.50, but I have a special for the combination with one insert and the base for $10 this week. And then the additional inserts, like I said, unfinished are $4.50. And then this is the St. Patrick's Day one. Hi, Cece. I didn't see you come on, but I saw everybody saying hi. So I'm sorry if I missed anybody. Hi, Cece. So we've got that here. Now this guy, we're going to take this one up. This guy here with the little bow, and we're going to do hot pink, because I am going to highlight this one hot pink, and I want another coat on that one. And I do my live sales on Wednesday. If there's anything anybody wants, I do have cheaper prices on my live sale. Or if you reach out to me and I PayPal you, you do get cheaper prices as well. You cut a couple inserts. You didn't make any though yet, Janine? You did make one, didn't you? Famous last words, I say that all the time. I have it cut. I'm going to get to it, and I never do. Those are my famous last words, always. Let me get another sponge. Now this is the hot pink. Janine, you use markers quite a bit. I know you use both. Sometimes you use paint, sometimes you use markers, but I don't use a lot of markers. My question to you is, do you find that the markers dry up a lot? I find that if I haven't used my acrylic paints in a while, they get like that goober in there. Do you find that your paints dry up really quick or no? Your markers, not your paints, your markers. Does it depend on brand? So we've got this one here. Now I've got, you can use your sponge, but I do like the finger dabbers here. And I'm going to go around the edge a little bit here. Not really, they don't dry up. So I'm going to put a little bit of black on. So I hope everything went well with the doctor, Janine. I'm going to dab it off, and I'm just going to highlight the edges a little bit with black on this XOXO here. To give it a little something, something. Like so. So you've got just the edges done a little bit here. Then you can do black on the red heart, but I'm going to try a deep burgundy for a little bit of a different effect on the red heart here. Let's see my messages here. And it doesn't need another coat, so I'm going to go in with the finger dauber. Little drop there, and I've got another finger dauber. Well, good luck. Thank you so much for sprinkling. I really appreciate it, Margaret. So let's see how this is. Yeah. So see how it gave just a little bit there? And you can go in with some black too if you want, but I kind of wanted to go. Need another little drop. How's your migraine today, Janine? Mine almost after 2 weeks is, knock on wood, just about gone. It is awful.